You can have dreams, goals, and objectives, but all of it means nothing if you do not act. Dreams without effort will remain just dreams. If you want to achieve anything in life, you have to get up and go for it. Your actions can bring you the finer things in life, but they can take it all away if you do not act correctly. It goes without saying that planning is a good habit for almost every activity. Do you have a mammoth task ahead of you? Break it down into smaller, manageable pieces and set aside time to do them systematically. Before long, you have managed to attain what seemed virtually impossible before. The planned neglect philosophy works this way. Every day, every week, or every month, you realize that you have an overwhelming number of tasks to get done. To keep your sanity intact, you then decide to do just one thing at a time while deliberately ignoring or neglecting the rest. You do not stop until you accomplish the predetermined result of that one activity before moving on to the next one. Basically, you teach yourself to focus and be single-minded in whatever you do at each moment until you are finished. Take bold steps toward your goals. Do not be hesitant, but be as sure as night follows day concerning your capabilities. Work on yourself. Make mistakes, learn from them, and improve daily. Never wait for anyone to call you great, because they probably won't do so until they see your great works. Waiting for anyone to validate you will only waste your time and dull out your morale. You owe it to yourself to ferry you to great success. At the beginning of your journey to the top, you may be the only one that sees your potential. Firmly hold on to it. Create a winning strategy for yourself today and work it out until you see results. Keep taking action-packed steps toward your goal. Have a daily checklist. Take it a step further and write down a time management schedule that states exactly what you will be doing at what time. Enjoy the satisfaction of ticking things off the list one by one. Be patient with yourself and with the process. Limp or crawl through some days, but by all means, keep moving. In every endeavor, the power is in starting at no other time but now. Excellent ideas come into our minds every day, but it is the successful people that immediately write them down and turn them into plans. But they don't stop there. They then take the necessary steps outlined in their plans. Unsuccessful people, on the other hand, are very slow in doing this. Mostly, they get caught up in analyzing the obstacles between them and their goals. They do this so much that they end up not taking any action at all after concluding that the giants facing them are too huge to conquer. Your actions today determine your future. It is not your past failures or unlucky background that count. It is what you decide to do with the time and talents you have that takes you higher as a winner or sinks you deeper into the loser's club. Taking positive, progressive action requires you to be the kind of person who embraces failure and mistakes as tools to learn from. It takes a resilient and extraordinary will to make it for you to look past obstacles and continue running your race. One thing that stops you from doing your laundry, starting your project, etc., is that you are not excited about it. The solution is to find what excites you and make sure you do it each day before moving on to the main task at hand. Doing something that excites you will motivate you to keep acting. David Allen says, if a task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, then do it now. Use the 2-minute rule to get in the mood of beginning everyday jobs even when you don't feel keyed up to begin. How many times a day do you feel too tired to begin working on your most important tasks? Probably quite a few hours. Spending too many hours working on tasks that take too much of your physical energy or mental energy can discourage you to move on to something else. Avoid draining your energy or feeling you don't have enough energy to work or study by doing one thing that requires less mental energy several times throughout the day. You can fully understand the importance of acting only when you realize the benefits of taking the first step. One smart way of ensuring you act when you decide to is by knowing or listing down what you will benefit from doing so. Keeping a journal or having your list somewhere you can see it every day will inspire you to act without thinking too much about it. It will serve as a reminder of what you can achieve, improve, or change. Another advantage of having a journal is that you can list down what you will lose out on if you decided not to act or if you failed to act. So, keep a list of what you lose by failing to do ABC and keep it with you. For example, after each written goal or task, have a column that contains the words, "What I lose if I fail to act." Knowing your time-wasting activities can help you stop them from interfering with your work. If browsing the internet or going through your phone takes up half the time you should spend working on a particular item on your to-do list, disconnect the internet or put your phone away. One common reason why most people procrastinate is that they just don't feel like working. You don't feel like working, so you choose to put something off and begin when you feel like it. That won't help your case. The only way you can stop wasting time is by saying, "I don't feel like working, but I will start anyway." As simple as it may sound, it will help you get started. It is better to look back after a tiresome day and discover that you managed to excellently finish some tasks that you will not need to revisit tomorrow than to wonder what you were busy with the whole time. This is only possible when you begin each day with a clear vision of what it is you want to accomplish, determining how much time you will need to accomplish it, and then sticking to a well-made plan to act. You cannot be faint-hearted. Instead, you need to gain a sense of urgency. Look around you, analyze your character, habits, and thoughts. Notice the patterns you have been following as a result of them and quickly realize this. Unless something changes, you will continue in the same lane, facing similar problems, hanging around the same-minded people, and as dissatisfied as you have ever been. Confidence is a marvelous quality to possess. A confident person easily makes friends because they trust and believe that they are likable, so they don't struggle to make conversation. They are good to keep as well because somehow they liberate those around them to also be confident about themselves. Arrogance, on the other hand, is a terrible people repellent. Sometimes the line is difficult to draw between the two, but in simple terms, arrogant is one who feels that they are superior to others, and they go on to show it with their actions. You may have all sorts of weaknesses, as we all do, but people can see your efforts if you are ever trying to improve. At the end of the day, what is important is to have happy, healthy, and progressive relationships. There is a lot we should consider before we make the decision to work on goals of any kind, open our mouth to utter a word, or stand up to perform some kind of action. It is especially important to remember that we are a part of a community, a family, or other social groups. Our choices and actions can yield enormous results that go beyond our personal space to affect the next person. It is an undeniable fact that we live in a selfish world where doing things right may even be considered a weakness. The right mountain for us is that which fits our unedited characters perfectly and forces us to become better people without losing a part of ourselves. It is the kind of dreams that do not drive us to do things that are out of character. The best part about choosing the right mountain is that once the principles are set and the right steps are taken, everything else just falls into place. It does not mean that one will have it easy in life, but every time something derails them, they know just where to start to fix up. It is imperative that one sets the right targets for themselves, and that they aim for the most appropriate things. Right in the sense that, as much as people around us are engaging in various activities that have proven to be fruitful, it does not mean that we will find happiness and fulfillment in them. The world all around us is promoting different kinds of lifestyles and standards, some of which have been adopted by people who felt the pressure and played along regardless of their crippled mental and financial states. Some people have envied the life displayed in various platforms and have proceeded to declare themselves failures without considering how artificial life has become and untold stories behind the smiles and flashy lives displayed everywhere around us. You must make sticking to what's required of you to reach your goals top priority. That is the only way you can achieve your goals. Have enough discipline to stop distractions from interfering with your work, and be disciplined enough to stand by what you believe in, even when no one supports you. If what you believe in is the right thing to do, the results will show. If it isn't, you can still learn from your experience.